Hey Jim and Paula, I've made some updates to the website that I want to show you. It requires some explanation, so I figured I'd just make this video. Uh, so I'll go into the website here, and there's the home screen, of course, and you'll notice there's now a login button in addition to the others. But if you click login and enter a user ID like Paula, have Jim and Paula both set up as users, and Paula's password is PIP, capital PIP, and click login. And basically nothing happens. So then, I might ask you if you want to save it, and say yeah, you want to save it, so you don't have to keep re-entering it. But the login changes to log out. So if it says log out, that means there's somebody logged in. But you also notice this administrator button appears. So let's click administrator, and there are a couple of a window pops up, and there's a couple of options here. You can look at users, and you can go and maintain the horse, what they call the horse database. If we click on users, that will pull up a little display of all of the users that are currently defined to the system. I have Art P, a guest, Jim, and Paula, and also displaying the passwords for them. For now, I'm just going to display the passwords, and I'll assign it to each user. Assign a password to each user. If you see, Jim, your password is capital AJI, and Paula's password is capital PIP. There's also a guest, where user ID is guest and password is also guest. And you notice the roles. We're assigning roles to each user so that when you log in, it will enable certain things depending on who you are, depending on what your role is. So myself, Jim, and Paula, all three of us have a role of admin. And if you log in and your role is admin, that's when this administrator button pops up. Okay? So you can, from the administrator, currently anyway, look at the users like we're doing now, or you can go to horses, and it brings up a screen which will allow you to maintain a database of horses. Pertinent information here is each row here consists of a record. There's two records here now. There's a record with actual data in it, and there's another empty record. The first item from left to right here, up here we can enter a name for a horse. each row in this little grid represents information for a particular horse. And this is a record that's currently in the database now, and it's displaying the value that's in the database, like horse A. We could change it to horse B, and it updates it immediately in the database. It's what they call a hot link to the data itself. So it's, as soon as we tab out of that, you'll notice that little blue line that goes across. It actually updated that field in the database to say horse B now instead of horse A. Also, the picture, this is a picture of the horse that you can upload. And if you click on the picture itself, it will open a window that will allow you to, this is from the local hard drive in your computer, whatever you're using. You can navigate to an image that you want to represent the picture of the horse and select it. And when you select it, it'll upload it and replace what's there. Or if it's a new record, it'll insert the image in the picture field. Okay, the next item over is the video. Now the videos will be taken, of course, and with however you want to take them, but we're going to retrieve them from YouTube. So in order to do this, you'd have to have a Google account. I don't know if you have one already or not, but if you don't, they're very, very easy to establish. Just go to google.com and then create an account. And once you have your Google user ID and password, then you can go to YouTube and create a channel, what you call a channel, where any videos that you take and upload the video will be uploaded to that channel. Okay. Now, once you have a video uploaded to YouTube, let me show you. I'll just go to my channel, and you'll see I've got this video loaded. This is the one you guys gave me. So let me just start this one. And once you start it, you'll notice, let me pause it here, that up in the URL for the video, the last node to the URL is just a string of weird characters, but it starts with a minus sign, and then I don't know what the heck all that other stuff is, but that's it. So the characters after the equal sign is what they call the YouTube ID of the video. So we copy that and then go back to the page and paste it in here. You paste it in this field, the YouTube ID. If you just paste it in there, then let me paste it down here just so I don't want to mess up the one I have. Paste it in there, and that's a bad ID for some reason. I don't know why. Anyway, that's the concept. If it wasn't a bad ID, that would work. Right? So as soon as you paste the ID there, then the yeah, it gets in there. So anyway, then the video will show up here. Okay. Now you can play it here, and it'll play just like it's playing from YouTube. And you can also do a full screen. All right. All right. So that's how you upload a video to the horse record in your website database. And the other field we have here is status. We got 3 statuses: either for sale, this horse is for sale, or it's a stallion, or it's marked as history. Once we have a horse entered and we sell it or whatever we do with it, once it's no longer your property, then we'll just mark it history, but it'll still be in a database in case you need to refer to it later. Okay. All right. Next thing to notice is this little trash can here. That's how we delete a record. If you want to actually get rid of a record, we can just hit the trash can, click there, and you'll get a confirmation, do you really want to delete it or not. If you click the red X, it won't delete it. It'll just go back to where it was. If you actually want to delete it, you click the check mark, the green check mark, and it will get rid of it. Okay, now the way you add a record is up this little button here, this little add a horse button. If we click that, then we got a blank record inserted. So it inserts a blank record, then you can go through and fill out the various fields to create the populated record. Okay, so that's what I wanted to show you. As far as the new functionality in the website, it's a way of creating a database of horses that, and I will build additional screens, user view screens. This is a file maintenance screen, but I'll once we decide on all of the fields that we need to display for horses, I'll add all of those. And once we think it's pretty final, then I'll create a user view screen where they can go in and query the database and pull up pictures and play the video, etc. One question I have is, right now I have it set up for one picture, one image. I'm assuming that if we have a video of the horse, we won't really need a gallery of pictures. But I can do that. If you think a gallery and a video both is appropriate, then I can make this click into a gallery, and you could add any number of pictures then. Okay. And what's going to go in the rest of this area here is those fields, whatever additional fields of information you want to store for the horse, that's what will go here. All right. Okay, so that's what I wanted to show you, and this will go away, I think, if we just log out. Well, the administrator goes away. So we can no longer get back to this. If we go to the home screen, you'll notice it's gone now. So you have to log on as a role administrator in order to be able to get to those screens. So, okay, that's what I wanted to show you. So feel free to play around with it. And if you have any other ideas or any changes you want, just let me know. Thank you. Bye-bye.